дадите закурить, а, пожалуйста?
Да, конечно,
Видео,
дам.
если зальется, РТК увидит, я тебе скажу, ты попадешь.
Братик, ти знаєш, хто тебе в полон взяв?
Тигр с стальными яйцами.
Ні. Тебе взяв в полон хижак, брат. Поняв?
Да.
І не тільки хижак. Вся поліція України.
Понял.
Понял?
Да.
Вот так вот нахуй. Что надо сказать полиции?
Слава Украине.
Слава Украине, героям слава!
Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Путін!
Хуйло!
Молодце!
Бізончик, а ну ти покажи своє сверкало. А це князь. Князь, кажи, здоров.
Слава Украине. Дадите закурить, а, пожалуйста?
Да, конечно,
Видео,
дам.
если зальется, РТК увидит, я тебе скажу, ты попадешь.
Братик, ти знаєш, хто тебе в полон взяв?
Тигр с стальными яйцами.
Ні. Тебе взяв в полон хижак, брат. Поняв?
Да.
І не тільки хижак. Вся поліція України.
Понял.
Понял?
Да.
Вот так вот нахуй. Что надо сказать полиции?
Слава Украине.
Слава Украине, героям слава!
Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Путін!
Хуйло!
Молодце!
Бізончик, а ну ти покажи своє сверкало. А це князь. Князь, кажи, здоров.
Слава Украине.
Unmanned ground vehicles can perform engineering tasks that are too dangerous for humans. On March the 27th, Putin's army launched another attack on Ukrainian positions near Pokrovsk. However, the enemy was forced to retreat, leaving military equipment on the battlefield. At the same time, the occupiers attempted to break through the barbed wire fence using a tank. Forbes reports. Ukrainian forces were able to quickly patch the gap in the defense thanks to the work of ground robots capable of carrying barbed wire. Putin's army usually advances in small groups and uses civilian vehicles instead of armored vehicles. However, one last attack was an exception, as a T-90M tank was spotted among the attackers. This offensive, like all the previous ones, showed the enemy's weakness. Ukrainian war correspondents noted the Russian armed forces tank came under fire and was damaged. The Russian armored vehicle tried to break through the barbed wire, damaging it. However, the next morning, there was new barbed wire around the tank. The T-90, apparently damaged, its crew either dead or about to bail out, rolled through the wire before grinding to a halt. Overnight, on Thursday, someone or something repaired the gap in the wire. A Ukrainian aerial drone survey the following morning depicted a fresh stretch of wire around the tank. Special Kherson Cat, who blogs from southern Ukraine, speculated that a Ukrainian unmanned ground vehicle laid the fresh wire, taking over an especially dangerous task that once fell to specially trained sappers. It's possible many Ukrainian brigades deploy radio-controlled UGVs for the riskiest engineering tasks. It makes it much easier to work in all areas, a trooper from the 93rd Mechanized Brigade explained in an official video. The wire-laying robots are simple tracked vehicles with a bed in the back for a thick coil of wire. Carefully driven to the front line by a remote operator, seeing what the bot's own front-facing camera sees, the UGV hooks the end of the coil onto existing wire and then unspools the rest of the coil. If the Russians spot the bot and destroy it, it's no big deal. It's better to fuck up a robot, another 93rd Mechanized Brigade soldier mused.
Ukrainian army units have attacked a Russian army position in embattled Avdiivka city in eastern Donetsk region that is the main focus of hostilities in the front line. Fighters of Ukraine's 46th Airmobile Brigade have destroyed Russian positions and personnel in and near the village of Andrivka in north of Kostiantynopil in the Kurakov direction of eastern front line. A video circulated by the Ukrainian army shows the moment of the strike. The video captures the fighting near the Russian position. A soldier is seen leaving an armored vehicle and throwing an explosive into the Russian trench. Later, Ukrainian drones opened fire at a dugout in the trench. The video also shows Russia's servicemen fleeing the area on motorcycles. It should be noted that Ukraine has stepped up attacks on Russian military and strategic facilities in Ukraine and in the Russian territory as well, inflicting heavy casualties on the invaders. In recent of such attacks, Ukrainian army struck with MiG-29 fighter a Russian army command post in Oleshki city in Ukraine's southern Kherson region. The strike was delivered with American high-precision GBU-62 aerial bomb. Ukrainian army continues assaults on border Kursk region where Russia has been making gains in an attempt to regain swathes of lands captured by Kiev since last August. In yet another attack on Russian positions, Ukrainian Air Force struck a bridge near Nyazi settlement in Kursk region with Su-27 fighter aircraft. A video published by the Ukrainian military in social media shows the Ukrainian assault that resulted in the bridge's semi-destruction with a hole appearing on the bridge. The attack came amid Russia's recent gains in the border region where Ukraine launched surprise cross-border incursion last August. Russia has been seeking to recapture territories captured by Ukraine in an attempt to have upper hand in peace negotiations. In March, Russian President Vladimir Putin visited Kursk region for the first time since the start of hostilities in the area last year. The Russian Defense Ministry in March announced the recapture of 5 villages in the region. It should be noted that recently Ukraine has been using Western bombs, including American high-precision GBU-62 aerial bomb and French-developed Hammer bombs.